These 5 zodiac signs will hit the jackpot before the new moon on July 24th. Before the new moon on July 24th, 5 zodiac signs will be at the energetic peak of monetary luck. Their vibrations will coincide with the flow of material opportunities, and they can hit the real jackpot, literally. This is not just a chance, this is a window in which the universe aligns the space for powerful financial leaps. If you feel an inner excitement, as if something is approaching, perhaps you are on this list. These signs will be in a blessed flow where the attraction of money increases several times. Not everyone will feel this, only those whose field is ready to accept it. Watch to the end and check if your sign is among the 5 chosen ones. If you value precise esoteric tips and do not want to miss the moment, subscribe right now. And write in the comments, do you already feel changes in the financial field around you? This is important. We read every message. Let's begin. Before you are those for whom the universe is preparing wealth until July 24th. The first sign is Libra. The financial line of Libra will enter an unusually active phase before the new moon on July 24th, when the risk is justified and the chance turns into a win. The first signs of movement will appear on July 16th-17th, when an idea, at first glance, non-standard, appears on the horizon. Libra will feel an internal push, not anxious, but persistently confident. It is at this moment that it is worth acting. This can be a decision to buy a ticket, invest funds, place a bet, send an application, everything related to instant monetary mechanisms. A specific feeling will appear. If not now, then never. The following days will bring even more signals. Numbers, dates, random coincidences will form an obvious picture. Money is coming towards you. The calmer Libra reacts, the more accurately they will feel the direction. Intuitive choice will play a special role, not a miscalculation, but an impulse. They will not need to explain why they chose this moment. Everything will happen quickly, like an epiphany, and will be implemented in the same way, without unnecessary delays and doubts. The luck that awaits them will be unexpectedly material. This is not an abstract profit, but a specific amount that can be touched. And most importantly, it comes not as a gift, but as a result of one decisive action. Perhaps they have been postponing this step for a long time, doubting, but just before the new moon, an inner feeling will lead them exactly to the point. All that is needed is to take this step, without analysis, without second attempts. Reality will adjust to their confidence. Those Libras who trust the impulse will find that the amount they did not expect turns out to be theirs. Whether it is winning the lottery, successfully closing a deal, or suddenly receiving a bonus, everything will go through the energy of fast, sharp, and precise action. Slowness will deprive them of a chance. Courage and inner clarity are their main key to the jackpot. The new moon on July 24th is the final line, after which the energy wave will change. Therefore, the action must be completed before this date. It is during these days that the financial field of Libra is maximally saturated. They will not have to fight. Money itself comes into their hands. It is important not to confuse doubt with intuition. The first will paralyze, the second will lead to a win. The second sign is Taurus. The financial structure of Taurus enters the zone of maximum concentration of luck until July 24th. Already from the 15th, the surrounding space will begin to throw up clues. Talk about money, unexpected mentions of lotteries, a sudden desire to buy something or take a risk. All this is not a coincidence. These are waves on which Taurus must catch the moment. Moreover, it is not the action itself that will be important, but the moment when it is done. One right click, and the amount that could have passed by will hit the target. The peculiarity of the July jackpot for Taurus is its density. There will be no subtle signs and hints. Everything will manifest itself clearly. An offer, a chance, a window of opportunity. Moreover, the win will manifest itself in the area where Taurus feels stability. Real estate, finance, banking decisions, large purchases. This will not be luck in small things, but a tangible monetary breakthrough, such that it will change the outlook on the near future. Before the new moon, Taurus will find itself in a special rhythm where an intuitive decision will coincide with an objective benefit. There will come a feeling of the exact moment, and at this moment you will need to act. No fuss. Everything should be simple. Trust in yourself, one action, and the result. The money that comes may be unexpected even for Taurus himself. Unexpected in size, speed, or source. This energy is amplified in situations when Taurus chooses a risk without losing calculation. And it is precisely this step, bold but meaningful, that will lead to the jackpot. For some, this will be a single win. For others, the beginning of a new financial round, perhaps from an unexpected source of income. The main thing is not to refuse the offer, even if it seems unusual. This July, the familiar will not bring profit, only the new. An important point, until July 24th, the space seems to be waiting for activity from Taurus. He must give a signal himself. After the new moon, this opportunity will disappear, and therefore all financial energy requires investment before the specified date. One right step, and the money becomes reality. Not an idea, not a dream, but a result. Taurus is ready, and space confirms it. The third sign is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, July 2025 opens a rare money corridor in which one action is enough to break the maximum amount. Everything will start on July 13th, when a sense of urgency comes. Sagittarius will feel that something needs to be done now. Invest, buy, press, submit, and this feeling cannot be ignored. This will be a signal. Space begins to work in his favor only at the moment of movement, and not waiting. Financial energy is growing every day, bringing him closer to the moment when any small decision will give an effect that exceeds expectations. The main thing is not to act according to a template. The win for Sagittarius is hidden where he is ready to take a risk not out of habit, but out of inspiration. New forms of participation, non-standard directions, unexpected actions, all this will increase the flow. The financial jackpot can manifest itself in different forms. A large bonus, the return of an old debt, investment success, winnings, partner payments. But the key element is the moment. Sagittarius must feel that today, at this hour, the energy is folded perfectly. And at this moment, there should be no doubt. Intuition is the main tool, not external logic, but an internal push. Space will respond instantly. Until July 24th, Sagittarius will have 3 attempts. No more. These moments will be brief but distinct. A mistake is a delay. Each signal, be it a sudden thought, idea, or invitation, must be worked out. This is how the jackpot mechanism is launched. And those who follow this impulse will receive not just a sum, they will change the direction of their financial situation. The period before the new moon creates a unique entry point when even a minimal action can lead to large-scale profits. After July 24th, the door will close. Sagittarius must make it before this date, and then the result will surpass everything that has happened before. Luck is already on its way. All that remains is to let it in with action. The fourth sign of Pisces. Material success for Pisces comes when reason overtakes emotions. In the period before the new moon on July 24th, practical areas of life are activated in which rational decisions lead to money. Financial channels that were previously blocked by indecision or lack of a clear strategy suddenly become available. The main thing is not to miss the moment and not to go into thought when you need to act. The potential for a financial breakthrough for Pisces at this moment depends on how much they can separate dreams from facts. Where they hesitated before, now a precise and quick decision is required. Opportunities open up through non-standard sources. Offers may come that at first seem insignificant or even strange, but it is behind them that the main financial breakthrough is hidden. Pisces are inclined to doubt, to look for a hidden catch, but at this moment, excessive caution plays against them. It is necessary to show business acumen, and finally, to use their abilities not in abstract projects, but in specific actions. Money follows those who know how to invest correctly, in a business, in a deal, in a decision, in themselves. Pisces can unexpectedly receive a large sum from a source that was not planned, the return of an old debt, a win, a gift, a chance find. There is only one condition. Do not close your eyes to the signals. Where intuition tells you yes, do not delay. Until July 24th, it is important to be attentive to details. The amount can be hidden in little things that others miss. Pisces have an innate intuition, and during this period it is sharpened to the limit. A new opportunity may be associated with expanding the comfort zone, moving, changing the environment, changing the financial model. This is not necessarily a risk, but a step away from the usual. Those who are ready to abandon outdated models of behavior receive a bonus in the form of large financial opportunities. The win comes to those who are not afraid to close the old door and open a new one, even if it looks unconventional. Financial leverage is activated through people with whom there has been no close contact before. New business connections, a sudden offer, cooperation. All this can lead to a monetary result that Pisces never even dreamed of before. The main thing is not to lose control and not to let emotions outweigh common sense. Money requires prudence, and this is the quality of Pisces that becomes decisive. The moment of financial takeoff may not happen under the flashes of spotlights, but in silence, almost unnoticed. But the result will be unexpected and tangible. Someone will learn about a transfer to a card, someone will receive a check, confirmation of winning. It is important not just to receive, it is important not to lose. Therefore, all attention should be focused on managing the flow. Pisces, who were previously afraid to take responsibility for finances, will now find themselves in the center of a money whirlpool, and they will have to prove that they can manage a large volume of resources. The fifth sign is Capricorn. Capricorn is on the verge of events that can fundamentally change its financial position. In this period before the new moon on July 24th, structural cash flows are activated, especially those related to a long-term strategy. The jackpot for Capricorn does not come suddenly. It is always the result of systematic work. But right now, the universe is putting all the elements together into one winning puzzle. Where before there was almost, now it becomes definitely. Where there was almost didn't work out, now it is an absolute hit. Financial strengthening comes through structures. The banking system, large investments, agreements, contracts, projects with deferred profit. Everything that Capricorn invested himself in without an obvious return suddenly begins to work. Investments made in knowledge, skills, and development are especially strong. Behind every success there is a base, and during this period the base begins to generate profit. Until July 24th, Capricorn faces a moment when he needs to choose, to continue acting in a standard way or to expand. Expansion is the key word. Don't be afraid to say more, ask higher, invest more. The opportunity to hit the jackpot is hidden behind a bold step. An offer that Capricorn would usually brush aside due to conservatism now requires attention. Financial success comes through the rejection of old limitations. This is not about an adventure, it is about scale. It is scale that allows you to go beyond the usual cash flows. Resources come from where it has been quiet for a long time. Old connections, forgotten investments, frozen deals, everything comes to life. And the most amazing thing, those who did not believe in Capricorn before are now returning with money. It is even possible that a person representing this sign will be offered to lead a large project or get a share in a business, simply because they finally saw its real potential. And it is important for Capricorn not to show excessive modesty. This is the moment when you need to take what is yours. The win can happen through official sources, tax refunds, funds, grants, tenders. The main thing is to pay close attention to all documents and not miss a single deadline. Financial discipline is your main ally during this period. A mistake can cost you the flow, but if everything is done accurately, Capricorn gets what he previously considered unattainable. The peculiarity of this period is that money comes not as a reward, but as a consequence of maturity. Capricorn becomes a magnet for investments, partnerships, and even random winning situations. Offers related to inheritance, large sales, even lottery wins or raffles with real financial returns are possible. But even if the chance seems beyond logic, it is worth using. Logic is not important now. What works is what gives a result. And Capricorn is the one who is able not only to accept this result, but also to multiply it.